Hey YouTube, it's Tyler the Antenna Man. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing this 1x1 omnidirectional antenna. It has a built-in amplifier, 4G LTE filter, and claims to pick up TV broadcasts within 150 miles of the broadcast tower. If you are seeing me for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Getting back to this antenna, it's one of the largest omnidirectional antennas I have ever held and tested out. I'm hoping that it will perform better than the other omnidirectional antennas I tested out that are a bit smaller in size. I found that most omnidirectional antennas do a very poor job picking up weaker TV stations. On the Amazon page, there are a lot of nice looking graphics with features showing a special SmartPass adjustable amplifier, built-in LTE filter, and the ability to pick up both VHF and UHF signals. Something that also kind of bothers me about this antenna is it's jumped on the 150-mile range bandwagon. For most situations, you are not going to be getting TV signals from 150 miles away due to the curvature of the Earth. There are some situations where you can get stations from hundreds of miles away during certain atmospheric conditions, but during normal conditions, you're not going to get stations reliably beyond 100 miles. And even if you can, it's not going to be with an antenna like this. It's going to look something like this. I'm now going to test out this antenna in the same location I've tested out various other outdoor antennas on my YouTube channel. Most of the TV stations are about 45 miles away on both the UHF and VHF band, but I also have a few low-powered stations in my area. Here's a list of the stations along with their RF channels and their signal strengths on the last two antennas I tested out on my YouTube channel. On the left side, you'll see the type of diffraction on the TV station. One edge means single edge diffraction, or one ridge between me and the transmitter weakening the signal. Two edge means two edge diffraction, or two ridges weakening the signal between me and the transmitter. LOS means line of sight with virtually no obstructions in the way. You can also see the results of various other outdoor antenna models by checking out my other videos. The signal strength on WNEP, which broadcasts on UHF channel 50, was a little bit lower on this antenna compared to the last two antennas that I tested out. To my surprise, the signal on WYOU, which broadcasts on VHF channel 13, was a little bit higher on this antenna compared to the last two antenna models I tested out. Maybe the antenna just got lucky. The signal strength on WBRE, which broadcasts on UHF channel 11, was about the same on this antenna compared to the Channel Master omnidirectional antenna, and a bit lower compared to the Clearstream 4 Max. The signal strength on Fox 56, which broadcasts on UHF channel 22, was about the same on this antenna compared to the Channel Master omnidirectional antenna, and lower compared to the Clearstream 4 Max. The signal strength on Fox 29's low-powered repeater station on UHF channel 25 was lower on this antenna compared to the last two antennas I tested out. It was barely able to be picked up. The signal strength on WNJB's low-powered repeater station was about the same on this antenna compared to the Clearstream 4 Max. This antenna worked about the same as most omnidirectional antennas I tested out. I noticed in some cases it worked a little bit better and a little bit worse, but overall there wasn't really any significance or anything special with this antenna. It's a prime example on why you shouldn't be looking for an amplified HD antenna. It's better to have a non-amplified antenna that performs well compared to amplifying an antenna that just isn't really getting much in the first place. Now, despite my criticism of this antenna, I don't mean to throw it completely under the bus. There are some situations where this antenna and other omnidirectional antennas may perform better than a directional antenna. The first situation is if you have an RV and you're constantly moving around, and you don't want to have to go up on top of the RV to reposition and point a directional antenna. An omnidirectional antenna may work in that situation. An omnidirectional antenna may also work well if you are directly between two markets in a relatively flat area without too much obstruction and the signals aren't too weak. An omnidirectional antenna may work for you. But I found in most situations, the average person wants a directional antenna pointed towards the major ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox stations. Those major stations usually come from one main direction, and it's better to get decent, reliable reception of those stations with a directional antenna compared to what I consider half-ass reception from an omnidirectional antenna. The type of antenna that you need, yeah, specifically you, the person watching on your computer, smartphone, or Roku, the type of antenna you need really varies depending on your specific reception situation. Some people want a small directional antenna for UHF and VHF. Some want a medium antenna for just VHF. Others want a large directional antenna, maybe with some gain on the UHF band. Some may need a combination of two antennas, and it gets pretty complicated quick in terms of what antenna you need. There is not one specific, the best HD antenna out there that will work for everyone. This is why I offer custom antenna recommendations on my website at antennamanpa.com. There I will go through your unique reception situation, take a look at the frequencies, how strong and weak they are, and make a custom recommendation based on what I'm seeing and experience in setting up antennas in 4 different markets. If you already have an antenna, I can also check to see if it's sufficient. There are some people that sign up for the custom recommendations where I say, okay, well, hey, your antenna is actually pretty decent. I don't think you have to do too much. But I found that most people really don't have the right antenna for their area. If you're interested in a custom antenna recommendation, visit my website at antennamanpa.com. Thanks again for watching this YouTube video. If there are 2 things you take away from this video, let it be that omnidirectional antennas don't work the best with weaker stations, and that it's best to stay with a reputable antenna company if you're purchasing an antenna for the first time. Channel Master, WineGuard, Antennas Direct, and Televis. I know some of you may not recognize the name Televis, but they're actually a very decent company, and you will see more of them on my YouTube channel in the coming weeks and months. If you're on Facebook, like my Facebook page at facebook.com/antennamanpa. If you're not on Facebook and would like to receive email updates on when I post new videos, I attached a link in the description of this video to my email list. Thanks again for watching, everyone, especially you longtime subscribers. I will have something special for you coming up once I hit the 100,000 subscriber mark. I couldn't do without you guys, and hey, I'll wait. You have to wait to the next video for the surprise and everything that I'll be doing for you guys. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and have an awesome day.